Hey, welcome. I'm Diana Braun, founder of the Knee Zone. I am joined today by Dr. Raj Sinha, my husband.
So as Diana said, I am her husband. My name is Raj Sinha. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. I've been in practice now for 29 years. I have had the pleasure of taking care of hundreds of thousands of patients uh, over those almost 2.5, 3 decades. I've specialized in hip and knee replacement specifically, and I've also had the privilege to design hip and knee replacement devices that have been used worldwide. We estimate about 1.5 million people around the world are walking around with implants that I help to invent, create, or design. So I know a little bit about the subject. I've also been involved in a lot of the cutting edge stuff that's come about over the last 2 decades or so. I think one of the questions that we're going to talk about is something that is allegedly new, but not so new. And I'll tell you a little bit about that. You want to read
Yeah.
out the question?
Yeah. We had two questions that came in on posts before this. So we're going to answer those two first. Mary Beth, I'm 11 days post TKR. I have so much pain and swelling. It's very difficult to improve bend. Any tips? I'm icing and elevating. This is normal. Very, very normal at 11 days. When you say so much pain, I think we're both going to be curious about, are you taking your pain medication on schedule? When I hear this, often people are like, well, I was feeling good, so I stopped taking it. And now you're chasing pain. I like the look on the face. A lot of people do this because they think, well, I don't want to keep taking this stuff. Your surgeon gave you medicine for a reason. And if you have stopped taking your pain medication, that often can lead to so much pain, swelling. So you're not supposed to be really laser focused on bending right now. We need you focused on elevating your leg. And when I say elevating your leg, like your toes need to be above your nose. You may not be elevating your leg high enough. Oh, good. You're taking it on schedule. Perfect. So when you're elevating I'm looking for a quick picture here. Um, your toes should be even with your nose, like super, super high in the air, and your whole leg needs to be straight. And I know it's going to be hard to see this. I'm going to show you. I hope you guys can see this. So, see that? I'm going to show you what the no is. People have a bad habit of sitting in a recliner thinking that's elevating their leg. No, no, no. That
Bending.
is bending your knee. We need you to focus on straightening to get the swelling down, because when the swelling's down, then you can bend more. It's amazing. I'm going to find another picture while you start
A
talking
couple
here.
other things I can talk about with early pain and swelling. Again, if you're overdoing it on the exercise and activity because somebody has convinced you that you need to be further ahead, that's totally wrong. You need to back off. Pain and swelling is detrimental early on. A little less activity. Take a couple days break. That's probably a good thing for you to do. I commonly, if I see my patients at 2 weeks, I commonly will put them in a brace, actually, a knee immobilizer, if I think they're having too much swelling and pain, because I want to rest the knee a little bit. In
Oh,
fact,
Mary, your day 8, your PT said I should be at 90 at
wrong,
least. That's so
so
wrong.
wrong.
That's really wrong. That's
Yeah,
that's
that's
pushing people way too hard too soon, and it can cause exactly what you're experiencing.
yeah. 90 at day 8 is just that's craziness.
Some people may be there, but that's not a goal.
Again, here's the thing: when your nerve block is working and you're not feeling any pain, yeah, you get to 90 easily. But once all that stuff starts to wear off, it's a little bit like starting over again. And so, uh, this is a this is a tortoise, not the hare situation.
Yeah,
Your PT wants you to be the hare.
yeah,
This is
it's
slow and
that's
steady wins the race
completely
here.
ridiculous. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to show you what I would love for your. See how high that leg is in the air, Mary? That big block, how straight that leg is, and there's that towel rolled up under the ankle. This is very uncomfortable. This is going to get you the straightening to get the swelling down. That's going to help. And your, you worry about patients being at 90 at 6
6 weeks. I don't
weeks.
get worried about it until 6 weeks
Six
after
weeks.
surgery.
So, girl, go ice, go elevate the right way, please. And
Don't feel bad
don't
about your
feel
progress.
bad.
That's
Oh my
nuts.
gosh, that's just, it drives us crazy when we hear things like this. So I hope that helps you. So everything in our book would totally help you. I will tell you that. I'm going to give you some bonus tips of what you really need to focus on over the next 2 months. Oh, no, wait, 1 month. 1 month, perfect. So first and foremost, because you're not going to have full ability to operate both legs, you have got to be really working on your upper body. And so I want you to have a chair that has arms on it, kid, and you need to be pushing yourself up and down, like heavy duty. Like you need to do that all day. Because my friend, that's how you're going to get up and down off a toilet. You got to be able to do that confidently. I mean, yes, we're trying to sell our book, but at the same time, there is a whole checklist of things in here. You really want to think about a couple things in here. Upper body strengthening, super duper important. All the height of the chairs and the furniture in your house, really important to us bilateral people, because if we try to sit on something too low, we're going to need help getting out of. And this happened to us after I had my surgery. We had to go to a different state for my surgery, and because his hospital wouldn't let him operate on me, although I really wanted him to. When you live with one of the best, doesn't it seem fair? The best guy could do it, but we went to the second best guy of his friends. So we were in Arizona. We live here in Texas. And we were so grateful. A friend of ours has this absolutely beautiful vacation home. So we were in gorgeous Scottsdale, and they have these really modern furniture. Well, like the day I came home from the hospital, it was like, oh, I'm gonna flop on this sofa. I'm gonna elevate my legs. I had my fancy kit. You could check into the Game Ready ice machine. Has 2 compression sleeves to help you recover. If your insurance covers that, or even part of it, well worth it. And I talk about that in here too. But really look at the height of furniture if you're bilateral. Anybody, but particular bilateral. If you sit on something too low, you won't be able to get back up.
Toilet seats too.
Toilet seats
Elevated
are really
toilet
important.
seats.
You will need like a toilet seat adapter, and like I had to leave it on a toilet in our house for months because it's really hard with that transition. And what you can be doing right now, Kit, more important than anything, upper body and quads. And it's hard when you're waiting to get your knees replaced to keep trying to strengthen your quads, but do everything you can. And we talk about this to everybody, but really as much as you can, because those quads is what's really going to help you with your recovery. And I'm excited for you because you get them both done at once.
The other thing I think to remember too is with both being done at the same time. I mean, I think you experienced this. Some days one feels unbelievably great, and the other feels like crap.
Yeah.
And the next day it's exactly the opposite.
Yeah.
For no explanation, no reason.
Nope.
Very common. Don't get discouraged by that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit slower recovery early on, but somewhere around 6 weeks you catch up, and somewhere around 6 weeks, you should be about as far along as if somebody just had one done.
Also in our book though, if you are having surgery, and I think there's a couple of you that do have surgery coming up, big things right now. Hey, no more alcohol, no more smoking, no more vaping. Just cut it, because this is all anesthesia complications. You don't want that.
Lower carbohydrate diet.
Yeah, lower carbohydrate diet. Definitely increase your healthy proteins. All of that is really going to help
Fruits
you.
and vegetables.
Yeah, all the things you don't normally eat, you're going to need to eat. So I hope that's good. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll be again soon. Thanks.